Yeah, yeah, Eric. It was the engine itself has been dubbed Tempest, and it was actually created by a completely different company.
Was that Ice Crown that made that?
No, actually,
Wow,
it's
cool.
I believe I learned this from Nania, so let me check my notes.
You and your notes.
Oh god, yeah, I have way too many notes.
That's a good thing, though.
It's true.
Oh yes, excuse me too.
Okay, it may have been in verbal conversation, but yes, there's an entity that hasn't really been mentioned before. That was the proprietors, I suppose, of the Tempest engine. And I think Ice Crown. Um, I don't remember. I'm sure some of you guys probably know more or remember more. But Ice Crown was, I believe, kind of a provider of certain things and mechanics rather than the entire thing. Same with like Rollmaster, and those two might kind of be the same thing. But anyway, it's a lot of crap, a lot of layers.
They're like ogres or onions. Yeah, Syrian. I have no idea who made that. I've always wanted to know who made that map and why they well obviously they did based on the descriptions I guess from the story why where Kai slash Kool Aid was, but I always saw it as a different separate continent. Hey, your guess is better than mine, Vassi. Way better.
Oh, sorry, Johnny, I missed your question. I believe it is actually really Mark Jacobs. I don't know. I didn't see him sneak in to the group, but I did see it, and I made a post saying hi, and obviously he didn't respond. So, and he's apparently an admin of the group, which is kind of fishy, but. I'm all for under the border travel, but there's got to be some kind of incentive to for players to control it. It's got to be some kind of trade route that grants great rewards, but only if less, fewer people know about it or get involved.
That's why we need the merchant class.
Yep.
Yeah, ego. I never actually got to experience that. They evidently removed that ability before I got to play DFC. Wish I had though. I think in some of Jasper's old logs, he actually does that.
Run for your life. Don't you dare run. All of our words were left undone. Don't run for your life. Don't you dare run. You and I were meant to collide. Through the world, now here through your eyes. You and I were meant to collide forever. You and I were meant to collide. Through the world, now here through your eyes. You and I were meant to collide forever.
They're just supposed to know a way to get there. You go. The furthest east you could go was the Eastern Desert, which was renamed to something weird later on, like in 2005 or 2004. But anyway, it was just there was no way to go there. You hit that end of the zone in endless or in the Eastern Desert, and that was it.
So here's another related question for Vassi regarding armor. Do you have some memory about how the armor slots, their defense kind of calculated? Did they add up together to provide an overall figure for defense, or were there like separate levels of defense that were kind of like tiers, let's say?
No turning back now, it's you and I. You and I were meant to collide. Through the world, now here through your eyes. You and I were meant to collide forever. You and I were meant to collide. Through the world, now here through your
That's a good point. Yeah, I think it also depends on your how many points you had in defense too, right? Because I know Paladins were friggin' tanky as hell. Yeah, so I guess Paladins kind of had double plate if you think about it. You wear a plate item, you have their armor bonus, and armor class, but then you train it, and you're basically ultimately raising that value, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good point. We'll just give Evil the skill called Armors.
Alright.
How about a train everything skill? Yeah. Yeah, Johnny. That's something that we're also recreating as well. We don't want to change that too much, but obviously, certain questions will come up here and there. Yeah, is there such a thing as perfect balance? It's hard to say. I think perfect balance means you have one choice or another. And that's just true for anything. You can talk about opposites. You talk about life and death, and light and dark, good and bad, good and evil, whatever you want to call it. That is probably the only true balance. But and us humans have developed some pretty crazy stuff. So
You're getting way too philosophical for me, bud.
hey, this is a normal night for me. What you talking about?
This is deep. Deep.
You're now in the deep end. Yeah, Johnny, very true. Phrasing.
Everyone here watches Archer, Johnny. Trust me.
Do you want
And-
ants?